Hi, I'm Mike Pinball Clemons, and this is my interview on Gibsons.com and Epiphone.com.
Mike Pinball Clemons, one of Canada's most revered athletes and humanitarians. Here you are at the 2010 Winter Olympics. What have you been taking in? What have you been doing?
Well, you know what? It is my first Olympics, and I just got overloaded. It's like Disney World for adults. I mean, everybody's smiling, laughing, having a great time, and you can watch sports, and you're supposed to do it. Like, nobody minds. Like, my wife is good with it. She even goes with me. So this is, I just have this utopian feeling about life here. And then the first Olympics, and really had no idea. You know, I've always watched it, always loved and admired the Olympics, never really sort of felt compelled to go. It's here in our country, and so I said, hey, listen, I need to go support. And even before coming out, I was thinking, you know, it's going to be so much traffic, so much this, so much that, you know, I don't want to be out too long. And now I'm kicking myself that I didn't schedule to be out longer, but it's just been a fabulous time. The Olympics are the best of what humanity represents.
Now, your humanitarian efforts. You've done so much for children and so much for, I mean, just making the world a better place. What's going on right now? Like, what are you working on? Because you've always got a project going on.
Well, I think the very first thing, I want to thank you for those kind comments, but I really do believe that the true heroes are the ones who are out there, who are doing it in the communities right around the world every day, and they're not getting any credit. Many times athletes, people like me, get so much credit for it, and that's not what it's all about. For me, all I feel I'm doing is being responsible, stewarding the resources that I have, and so I don't think of myself in any glowing terms. We're just trying to share, and right now what we're trying to do is sharing some opportunities abroad as well as our local work. So my wife and I, Diane, went to Africa and went to Kenya last August, and there was someone on the trip who said they have less and smile more, and we have more and smile less. For me, that personified the entire trip. And as we came back, we decided that we wanted to make a larger commitment. So we have committed to building 131 schools in third world countries over the next 5 years. And so March 4th is our next gala. We will be building 20 schools that day at the gala. We also, because of what is relevant right now, we'll also be raising $150,000 for Haiti as well at that gala. So we're just really encouraged. We have our local work that continues to go on. We got great partners like Habitat for Humanity. We built a couple of homes with Habitat. We did a hospital operating room in Uganda a few years back so that they could double what they did. They only had one operating room, so we were fortunate enough to build another operating room there. But currently, we really now with this big push on building schools internationally is because the schools become the hub of these communities, and they create sustainable communities from this. And as we build on in the spring, we're going to talk about doing some things in our communities locally. We work with Sky's the Limit, who put computers in homes of kids who don't have computers, and they do a great job narrowing the digital divide. So I guess the basics of it is our theme really is raising the floor, right? So you've always seen kids who have gone through the roof and through adverse circumstances, right? Myself, my mom was a single parent, and we grew up in the projects. But the concept is when we can raise that basic level of access, when we can raise the floor, we will have infinitely more young people who will be able to go through the ceiling. And so the analogy is I had a guy 6'7" tall when we did the illustration, and I was standing beside him, and of course I got my head's at his waist, and then I stood on a chair and I put my arm around him. We're the same height, and the whole idea is to raise the floor. So we're raising the basic level of access so more young people can achieve what is their dream, and not just young people, but all people.
Now, your lovely wife.
Yes.
I mean, she is a really gifted musician.
Yes, yeah. You know, when you say my lovely wife, you know, we've been together for 26 years this summer. We'll be married this summer for 19 years, and I'm just, beside myself. Did I say 19? 18 years. We'll be together for 26 years. We'll be married for 18 years on June 7th, and I love her. I just love her, and just she's just spectacular. She has this beautiful voice, and she's a tiny little thing, and when you hear it, this big voice come out of this little body, it's often striking to people, and she really is now getting a chance to enjoy what she does, and Gibsons can really relate because she loves music. It is her passion, is her absolute passion, and she put out her first album about 2 years ago, went really well, it was carried across the country, and now she's looking at doing a second album. This time, first time was gospel. This time she's looking at doing a jazz album and incorporating maybe some of a different component of who she is as an artist, and so she's really looking forward to that, and she's getting a chance more and more to sing in different places on different platforms, and it's kind of funny because when I say, my wife sings a little bit, and oh yeah, Pinball's wife sings, and oh yeah, so that's kind of cool, and then they actually, she can really sing. Right, so people are often struck because they thought it's Pinball's wife, you let them, but no, she is her own person, and she is the most talented one in the house. So I try not to take her everywhere with me, though. That's why she's not here at this interview, because she always steals all the attention. Yes, she's so much more talented. She's so much easier to look at. So I came by myself today, so I can actually get a chance to enjoy some of the limelight.
Okay, so I have a trivia question for you that we're asking everybody, athletes, musicians. It's a little perception, but
yes.
It's going to be your forecast into a little bit of future here for Canada. 2010 Olympics.
Yes.
I know it's not football, but hockey is.
Yes.
One of those things that Canadians are passionate about. So, your forecast for the gold medal round, who's it going to be, and what's the final score going to be?
Well, I do believe that in the gold medal game, we are going to have that obvious matchup. You want the matchup either between Canada and Russia or Canada and the U.S., right? So those are the two matchups that you look forward to. Canada, I think Sweden, Czechoslovakia, all of those are compelling matchups, but not as compelling as the Canada-Russia, Canada-U.S. matchup, right? Well, I say I'm American by birth, but I'm Canadian by choice, right? So I believe it's going to be the Canada-U.S., right? We have to go through Russia first here, so we got them early, so it can't be Russia. So it's going to be Canada against the U.S., right? And when we're going to have, there's a lot of exciting games going on right now, real close games, and leading right down. But when we get to the gold medal game, the reality is Canada is going to win by a wider margin this time. So we had a lot of hot goaltender. The U.S. goaltender, he's amazing, and those young guys, they're playing hard and they're doing a great job. And I think by the time they get there, they're gonna realize that they're just a little bit outmatched. And 4 years from now, they'll be in better stead to be able to compete. But it'll be Canada 4-1.
You heard it. You heard it first from Mike Pinball Clemons. Thank you so much for this.
All right, real pleasure. Thank you so much. Yes, Gibson is in the house.